All right, good afternoon, ladies. I have a channel message. This is a man that did a piss poor job at protecting you, although he's going to try to make you feel like he did a great job of protecting you, keeping you out of something. This is what he did. He lied, he manipulated, he created things that will keep you distracted from seeing the truth of his life. The truth of his life, he definitely was a player. Now, this is a player that changed, but this is why he had to change, because his life has caused him so much of controversy. I don't know if it's a thing of his life being at risk of being taken, or it just brought on a lot of controversy, a lot of drama, a lot of upheaval. What he did to quote unquote protect you was lie, manipulate, and create illusions. When a person protects you, they have to at least inform you of the truth. That's not what this man did, but this is a person that's going to try and reconnect, re-enter. You know how you reapply for a job? He's going to reapply, reapproach you. But the Holy Ghost showed me was him how he's studying you, paying very much close attention. But this is a man of mess. Mess is in his life, and you need not to be confused about it. He may think he is a great liar, or he either is a great liar. He tells those kind of stories that are believable. He tells those kind of stories that make you feel like, oh my God, woe is him. No, it's not. The mess that's in his life is the work of his own hand that's following him. What you may need to do or want to consider doing is to make sure that his drama does not overtake you. This is a man that enjoyed playing with women. Not only playing with women, but corrupt women, sinister women, or women that are very weak minded. I think this is a man that also may have thought that you were weak minded, vulnerable, naive, gullible, dumb, stupid, silly, all those things, or desperate for a man or men. What he thought of you was everything that he is accustomed to dealing with. I don't care how educated she is. I don't care how much money she has. I don't care how she looks outwardly, the outside of her. What this man is accustomed to dealing with are weak minded, vulnerable, desperate, and I'm going to have to say the word pathetic. I just heard it. Pathetic, needy women. You don't cling to that. That's not who you are. This is a man that judged you by various things in your life and was wrong at every single angle. So, of course, for most of you all, this is probably a third party. Others of you all, this is a man here that's coming from a dramatic life or lifestyle. Make no mistake about it. He's not good at protecting. He's good at lying. And I don't even think this man is good at provision as well. So you just want to be discerning. Yes, the Holy Spirit said he's changed, but sometimes people will change not just so much of what they do, but the way they do it. Because once you can see them for who they are, it's hard for them to play that off. So that's what it looked like. He changed the way he does things, and it's because you're not the kind of person you can just say something to and you're going to take them at face value. You are the kind of person with the experience excuse me, y'all, who base things off the experience with him, as you should and need to, because this man lies terribly. But whoever you are, ma'am, you are a woman that he wants in his life. He simply wants you in his life. Oh yeah, y'all, I forgot. I've been busy this weekend. Um, in the beginning, I don't think this man wanted you. And I'm gonna have to say this respectfully, humbly, but honest and bluntly. And some of us have been there. So don't you dare sit here and think that you need to stick your head in the sand because this is being said now. This man didn't want you. What he wanted was something that was exceptionally toxic. maybe even demonic. That's what he wanted. That's what he enjoyed. That's the part of him that really is changing or forced to change. Because one thing that I think people don't realize about evil, evil has no boundaries. And whatever is going on, whatever the situation is, because the Holy Ghost didn't give me all of that. Whatever the situation is, the, oh, whatever the situation is, evil has tapped into almost every area of his life, or is penetrating every area of his life. But ma'am, he didn't want you. He did not want you in the beginning, because what he wanted was, you know, something that was unhealthy for him. And now I can't say that he does need you or does not need you, but now he has a different type of feeling towards you than what he did when, I guess, when you all first dated. For some of you all, this is an ex-husband as well. I forgot to tell you that this is a ex-husband. Yeah. So what it is. But he did not protect you. I wouldn't, you know, let me not say what I would do. He did not protect you. This is not a man of protection, and I don't think it's a man of provision. It's a man that has seen life or experienced life differently through the experiences of sinister ways, evil ways, player ways, and the type of player that, get played. I feel he's gotten played in life and played with, played over, and it's hard for him. I was reading y'all comments. So that's all that is. I hope this helps, ladies. Peace and blessings and great day. On an ending note, I want to say this. It's so easy for women to try to bash women for taking people back. I wanted to speak on reconciliations for a moment. So if you don't want to hear this part, then click off. People will try to bash a person for reconciling with someone. And I've noticed those comments throughout the years in the comment section, and saying how a ex played you, they used you, uh, treated you, wiped their behind with your face and stuff. All kind of things to make you feel like you've been degraded, disrespectful, or whatever. And I can't, confirm or deny that those things are not true. But this is what I can say. When people return to you, let me tell you something. They return to you because they knew from the beginning who you were. What they didn't know was your level of discernment, spiritual discernment. What they didn't know was your level of character, your level of morals, your level of integrity, your level of values, your level of dignity. That's what they don't know. When men come back, they come back to what they already knew was good from the very beginning, and they hope they won't miss out. Just human nature. When you know something is bad, see, people will go out and get something else and think it's good. Most of the time, it's because of what it looks like or what it offers. But when they come back, baby, that you were good from the beginning. So that says a lot about you. And what men do, what I have seen and what I have experienced. That's why I say I don't want to, whoever you are, ma'am, to feel like you need to stick your head in the sand and be ashamed. What I have seen and experienced in life, one time my own self. Men will go out and get something else, and you think because she looks a certain type of way that they have the most, glorious life. But behind the scenes, ladies, a lot of these men are living pure hell. And guess what? The same way he didn't want you in the beginning because he wanted something else, that very person he got with did not want him from the beginning. But because it was an experience that he never had, or for a lot of men, when they especially when they find themselves in the opportunity to experience or have a relationship with someone of high attraction. They are so blinded. They are so desensitized to life. The high attraction messes them up every single time. They get highly attractive women, and there's no doubt about that. But they get highly attractive women because of what they have, not who they are. Because of what they have and what they will do to not only get that person, but keep them. That's why majority of the time, these men come back highly damaged. It's men that have more baggage than women. They're damaged. They have baggage, they have issues, and a lot of these issues are not just physical, they're mental and spiritual. But they come back to what they already knew was good when they left her. And ladies, I just want to add this on as a woman, just like other women out here in the dating world, dating, interacting with men, there's a spirit out here in this dating pool of singleness, and you have got to be wise as a serpent but gentle as a dove. You have got to be, because you will get caught up in a life of mess, and men are so gullible. I personally believe that men are more gullible than women. I don't think that is women. I think because people have a way of strategically trying to make women look like it's them, that's why people think that, but no, it's the men, because men don't use common sense. A lot of men get played simply out for not using straight up common sense. And when they become something, or they get a good job, they get a good lick in life, they always want someone that they can show off, or make them look and appeal a certain type of way. And those are the women that are primarily cheating on women. Not all, cheating on men. Not all, but primarily, yes, it is. And I'm going to tell you something. These men do not resolve their issues from their childhood. And that's that mess of being broken, being rejected, being shunned, and being unwanted. So it takes them getting out. Now, you can ask yourself, you know your level, and you don't have to be highly attractive. But guess what? I bet you've had more genuine offers in life than what he has. I bet you. I bet you any amount of money. I bet you have. But you were discerning. One thing about us as women, we can foresee how far we can and will likely go with a man. Men don't have that. Men have this thing of control, and it seems as if the more money, the more status, the more quote that they have, or the most popularity, then they think, okay, yeah, she'll obey. And that has caused a lot of people to truly fall by the wayside as it pertains to relationships. But then when these men get out in this cycle of life, and they always get cycled to very, very non-committal, scandalous types of women. That's why all these scandals come up in these readings, not just off the women. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just in general. That's why these scandals are here. That's why all this double-minded and deceitfulness is here. It's because people are so desensitized. But right now we're speaking specifically on men. But he comes back to you, that shouldn't make you feel bad. Yes, embarrassment is a part of life. Who wants somebody that, quote unquote, chose someone else over them or made them look a certain type of way? And I'm telling you, from one woman to the next, because you need to hear somebody say this. I know how that feels. I know how that feels, and it is a hurtful feeling when you did genuinely care. But what I can also tell you is, when you stop caring about a person, you don't see that person, you won't see him the same. And if you ever happen to learn or discover who she is, especially if she's not genuine to him, and she's one of those ones that will snake him, guess what? You begin to look at him like you were stupid. You don't have no common sense. More or less dignity, character, morals, and values. So you begin to look at these men differently. And I will tell you this, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm 45, about to be 46. You will look at these men saying, you were too old for that. Your common sense should have taught you better. Life should have taught you better. But men, they don't. That men are highly desensitized. They don't use common sense. They don't use common sense, and morals are something that they don't have and to be honest, they don't really develop their morals until they've been terribly hurt. Terribly hurt. And sometimes it takes them running. Hold on, I forgot where I was. Sometimes it takes them going through women. But honey, if he was all that, guess what? One of them, even the raggedy ones, would have kept him. But see, they did him so bad, they ran him down so bad. That's why he coming back to you, because he know he would get something good. The thing is to get back in your head, to get back in your heart, for you to want him that way. He know the trash that he's leaving. You don't. He knows the trash that he's leaving. And with all this stuff coming up in these readings about family situations and family being in cahoots with people against, people, these people to get certain things, just trust me. If you happen to be a woman and you find a man wanting to come back towards you to reconcile with you, guess what? That should make you look at yourself and say, I cannot be as bad as I thought or a person has said. It should make you feel good about who you are. And ladies, I do want to say this. We can have a little chat time for a few minutes for those that want to be around. Let me say this. What I would recommend to you, if you find yourself, not just at the doors of reconciliation, but I say this about relationship. When you get somebody and you start dating them, make them earn the privilege and the right to be on your social media, to be around your family. See, so many times the roles are switched on us, and men want us to earn something that they organically give to someone, and then they end up being embarrassed. But make him earn the right to be seen with you. Make him earn the right to travel with you. Make him earn the right to vacation with you. Make him earn the right to be around your genuine true family and friends. Make him earn that right. And when he looks at you that way, he will see that you are a woman that don't play. It's so much trickery out here. And yes, I think there are men and women out here wanting to destroy the relationships of their exes. But one thing about us women, when we leave a man alone, and y'all, for those that can really testify to this, you know this is no lie. When a woman leaves a man alone, when she's fed up, honey, she don't give a damn if he got 50 million new women. He could have 50 million of the most beautiful women in this world. It means absolutely nothing to us. Nothing. Because we know exactly what we left. We know exactly why we left him. And in our head, most of us say good riddance. The second thing we say, good luck with that. And we ain't going to tell you nothing, because that's an experience you will have to have, because we already know he may not do you the way he did or tried to do us, but it still don't mean nothing. Good riddance. That's your trash. That's trash to us. So when I've always noticed that when people run around dogging their ex, trying to find, I'm talking about women, when women run around trying to get next to the next woman or the next potential woman to try to stop her from being with him, if he is as bad as you was telling this woman and making all these comments, you shouldn't give a damn about who get her. So what? That has never made sense to me from day one. When a woman leaves a man alone, I promise you, she ain't missing nothing. It's him. That's why men, and we were doing some study on this one year, men go back towards women way more than what women go back to men. I know people like to compare looks. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. When a man grows up, a man's going to always want an attractive woman. And that's that, y'all. But guess what? The facts of life, there are always going to be other attractive women and highly attractive women. But I just noticed, and I'm not saying this is all highly attractive women, but I have noticed this. I have seen more cutthroat, set up, deceptive, deceiving situations in highly attractive women versus women that are attractive and want to live a regular life. And regular, maybe it doesn't matter if she's luxury or not, but her regular life consists of her family, her true friends, and her companion. So just know that about yourself. And for these women to be sitting up out here on this internet, sitting up here lying, acting as if they ain't never got played, they've never been lied to, they've never been cheated on, they've always been on the top, that's a lie. Because life is going to cycle you through things. That's life. Life is going to teach you. Now, there may be those of us that experienced something when we were teenagers, and God will bring that thing back around to us later on in life to test us, to see if we will tolerate it or how much of something we will tolerate. And I can testify to that part. But God will test you to make sure you are who you say you are to yourself, not anybody else. So don't allow anyone else to make you feel bad. But when it comes to any man that you really want to be in your life. Now, if y'all don't know it by now, I'm going to go ahead and give you this little confession. Y'all know I utilize Steven. I'm not going to say who he really is. But, that's why I talk about men on the channel. But, y'all, I utilize Steven just so women can see, we as women, we have authority. We have power. We choose. But also, you can have an ex. When a person is over, their ex is over. It's done. They moved on. But I utilize Steven to, really set a tone for other people that were saying things about me. But I have a peaceful life. And I love my free, single, dating life. But I also have options. So there's nothing wrong with that. You got to be able to pick and choose how you do. And that's the thing. It's almost like sometimes in life, certain people don't want a woman or certain type of women to recognize the power that she has. I pick and choose who I talk to, when I talk to them, where I talk to them, and if I publicize them. That's the power of being single. That's the power of being single. And that's something that if you haven't realized it, that's something that you will realize when you interact with men, engage with men. You can date who you want to date. You can see who you want to see, especially when you're single. You can be with who you want to be with. You can take a picture and post it with any man you want to post it with. You can do a video with any man. That's the power of being a single woman. And not having any cares about what your ex is doing, who's he with, if somebody is harming him or not. It's not your business. Because you're in your lane of life. That's the power of a single woman. And that's the power, in my opinion, that's the power of a single and confident woman. And it's to show people, I don't give a darn what you say about that ex. I'm sitting here living on my life. Just keep on living. Keep on watching. I ain't studying y'all. But since y'all so studying me, I can have any man I want that I want to engage with at my house, in my car, taking a trip with him. I show it when I want to show it. And that's to the type of women that will always try to run you down and hound you because they think an ex is coming back towards you. That stuff is senseless. And ladies, if you happen to be one of those type of women or used to be, that's what I would encourage you to work on. You should not even try to forewarn another woman about your ex. I don't think God has us for that. Because who he is or who he was to us likely is not going to be the very same or who he is to another person. And she'll have to figure it out for herself. Whether it be good, bad, imperfect, or horrible, it's not your business. Go live your life and experience another man on the level you want to experience him on. And that's that. But don't ever feel bad when somebody comes back to you wanting to talk to you again. I would just, as anybody, we should allow a man to earn the right and the privilege to be in the intimate parts of our life. See, a man ain't gonna want you to hide him. He's not going to want to be a secret. He's going to want to be seen around you. And everything is not about social media, but it's about where you go, how you go. He's going to want to do life with you when he's serious with you. You feel me? Because it'll make him feel less of a man. Why she would never want to go nowhere with me? Why she don't call me? Why she planning a trip and then ask me if I wanted to go? She planning a girl trip. We ain't never been nowhere. See, you don't have to do little things like running him down to make him feel insecure or to say, are we going to date? Live your life. Because you living your life, that's what's going to make him want you. Because he's going to know you have an identity. And that's what certain women don't have. They do not have an identity. You go and pick up a second job. Why she working 2 jobs? Why she ain't ask me? My right hand to God. I have had more men in my life offer me money for the fact that I have worked 2 and 3 jobs more than anything. And that's my right hand to the Lord. And I'm talking about men I ain't never slept with. My daughter can attest to that. See, a man will want to look at you like, why she don't depend on me? When he wants to be your man, his actions will show that. If his actions don't show that, your actions shouldn't show you want to be his woman. That's how, and I'm just giving y'all a little bit off of how I live and how I taught my daughter. And you know what I'm saying, just to be honest. But there's no need to run behind somebody, because if he's pursuing you, you're pursuing him. Y'all will pursue each other. But when you have an identity of your own, you have life. He's going to study that identity that you have. He'll see your independence, hopefully not overly independent. But he'll see that and be like, man, you know, she don't never ask for nothing. She just go, have lunch, and ain't even ask me. Take her car, take her vehicles, get service. She do all that by herself. He'll take note of that. She got somebody to come fix things for her. But dang. It'll make him think as a man, as it should. But guess what? He if he says something, he may say something to you 1 or 2 times about it. But outside of that, he's going to start acting. Don't take that trash out. I'm going to put that trash to the front for you. I'm going to take that trash out to the dumps in a minute. I see you got a little leak up here. I'm going to look at that. You ain't got to call me, but I'm coming. I got my friend a plumber. I see your car. I'm washing our cars this Saturday. I'm washing our cars this Sunday. I'm just telling you, life does not have to be hard, nor does it have to be complicated. But if you don't know yourself, how the ham sandwich you gonna get to learn a man? How? He see you taking trips with your girlfriends, he gonna ask you, okay, so we're not dating. And then you should say, what do you mean? Why every time you go somewhere, you going out of town with your friend girls? I mean, are you seeing somebody else? And you say, well, no. And you say, why you say that? Then his response likely going to be somewhere in the area of, every time you go out of times with your friends, you don't never say, you want us to go. And then your response would be, well, I never knew you wanted to go. I never knew you wanted to take trips. My friends and I, we always take trips. And then he'll say, well, you got a man. You got a man around now. We should plan these things. That's how men do. I'm not telling y'all what I think. I'm telling y'all what I know, what I experienced in life. You feel me? All this game out here is so simple. The ones that have game, let them have it. Let them have it for themselves. Because you can tell they don't know life. That's what a person that thinks they have game, it really reveals. They don't have life for themselves. And when it comes down to celibacy, guess what? A man is not going to pressure you to have sex. The opportunity will present itself. I promise you. I'm not saying men don't want it, but the opportunity will present itself. And he may even ask you sure you ready for that? So what's this going to do for us? Because men don't want to get hurt either, y'all. We just don't hear this side of life. We're just not taught this side of life much. But I'm blessed for the experience that I've had, the good and the bad. But I'm also blessed by the men that have taught and trained me. You see that video I posted yesterday of my daughter's godfather I went to church? His wife gets a brand new car every 2 years. When I say brand new, brand new. Brand new. They have a nice home. His children, he established all his children, educational wise, get them started off in their career paths, and they all have very favorable, lucrative careers. But his wife gets a brand new car every year. She gets her a certain part of her clothing made out of the country and is sent to her. Yesterday we couldn't figure out where her car was because she got another new car. And when I say new, I'm not talking about something somebody drove for a year. No, I'm talking about something they guys take the plastic off of. A car of her choice. When we went to the house, we saw his little truck he drive, but we saw another luxury vehicle in the driveway. Because only her vehicles go in the garage. And I said, oh, they got company. Come to find out, he brought him a luxury vehicle. But he makes sure his wife has ridden nice all her life. Dress how she want to dress. Go where she wants to go. We went down in the basement. He didn't add on some more stuff for her in the basement, in the movie room. You feel what I'm saying? And it's levels to that. He brought her another wedding ring. We kept seeing the bling, but you know how you don't want to say, let me see your ring. So we happened to look, and my daughter said, Mama Jones. And she said, yeah, baby. Your godfather brought me another one. It's levels to it. She carries a certain type of purse. And I'm talking about this is years. Now, mind you, these are people we've been in their life since my daughter's in the 2nd grade. I forgot how old a child is when they're in the 2nd grade. And it's not that he could not have afforded to purchase him new vehicles throughout the years. But he always said from the first time I met that man, even again on yesterday when we were at the house, he said whatever she wants, she gonna get. That's no understatement. She going to Europe. She finna travel the world again for like the 2nd or the 3rd time. Those are the kind of girls' trips that she and her friends go on. So it's not to talk about money, but see, I'm really talking about relationship. It's relationship that she and her husband have. And he will always say, she's my wife and the mother of all my children. They got 5 kids. So he makes sure that she feels secure in who she is. She always doing little projects, always trying stuff. No matter what it is, he's right there. That's the kind of actions that we need. A man that wants to have a relationship with us. And those are the type of relationships I personally glean from. She's not a show-off type of person, but she knows that she's blessed. She knows she's blessed, but she knows she's earned it. And just to give you a little small inside look of their life. They have 3 children. First 3 kids, their children. They adopted a family member's 2 children. And when they adopted the last 2, guess what? They were empty nesters. He was getting ready to get him a sports car. Nope, he didn't. He took the boys in and they set these children up. So we look at people that have things, but we don't know the sacrifice. We don't know how people run households. We don't understand how people have relationships. But when you're blessed to have that type of relationship and to be intimate with those people, intimacy is not sex. Intimacy is a person sharing with you the inner parts of them in their life. That those people will train you, mold you, grow you. And they'll help you understand levels to life and living. Now, when I met them, his wife was spoiled. She was already spoiled. But now he took her to a different level of being spoiled. We say spoiled, he say blessed. Of course, him, being a man of clergy and of the Lord, he's going to use that type of verbiage. But I like to call it what I think it is. She just spoiled. She just spoiled. He don't know how to tell her no. But he said again yesterday, he told my daughter, he told Jameer, Chloe's dad, he said, I don't want to tell her no. He said that's one thing that he put in his prayer about his wife. He don't want to tell her no. He said it was a personal prayer to the Lord about being a husband and being a father. And for me, when it came down to relationships, I just watch how men have relationship with me, how they apply themselves. It don't have to be this hard, ladies. Sometimes for some of you all that have people wanting to reconcile, I think for some of y'all, people don't want y'all to get them. You know why? Because they know they're going to go all out for you. And I'm not talking about just physically. A person that has developed their morals, their character, their dignity, they have respect, and their structure, their discipline. That's a fruit of the Spirit, being disciplined. So I hope this helps for whoever the woman or women are that's dealing with, a man. No, he did not. He did not protect you. He thought lying was the best. He just kept you in the loop of life. But at the same time, here this man gonna find himself, back at your heart. Like, let me give you an example. I have 2 neighbors, and one is a black man, one is a white man. Let me tell y'all this, because I noticed this the last few months. When they get their girls from school, their girls running the house, and you can tell some people that just have good relationships or building good relationships with their children. And the dads will bring these kids home. Them girls will go to the door and run back to the car. And one day I was outside and I could hear them. And she said, Daddy, give me a kiss. I miss you already. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing. He hadn't even left yet. And the same thing, and the girls play together as well. So I say that to say, those girls, you can tell when they grow up and start dating, it's something in them that's going to long for a man similar, very much so like their father, where he's pulling off because he's bringing her home, but she's going to long for that relationship, that closeness, that love. And you can feel it. I know y'all don't understand what I'm saying, like because they're my neighbors, but when I'm up there, sometimes I stop by and play the little girls, they play jump rope outside. I can feel the love of those kids towards their dads. I can honestly feel that. And I can tell they're gonna be, or already are, daddy's girls. But it's because of how their dad, whatever their dads do with them inside of their home and the four walls of their house, I would never know. But it shows. It shows. And when I was taking them some little snacks, they'll say, Daddy, can we take these snacks from Miss Mika? They both just say, yeah, that's fine. Tell her thank you. Yeah. So anyway, base your create the life that you want. I think it's good for us as women to create the life we want before we even marry, before we're in a relationship. Have an identity. Damn, know who you are and what you want for yourself. I've only heard Beyonce say this, not to say that other celebrities have not said it, but I remember that statement years ago. She said, before you become anybody's wife, make sure you have a life. And I think by having your own life, it makes a man take you more seriously, because he has to be intentional. Okay, because I know she's going to be gone this month. I know she ain't going to be around. Okay, I know she's going to work this part-time job. She always looking for a part-time job. My cousin Jackie, let me tell you how this is for real. My cousin Jackie in Florence, this man wanted Jackie so bad, but Jackie was working 2 jobs. She ain't had no time to really go out. And on her days off, she would just be tired. Y'all, my right hand to the Lord. During the summer, because she worked for the school. So she worked the second job during the summer. She worked these two different jobs during the summer when the school was out. Y'all, during the summer, the first year, they really didn't see each other a whole lot. The second year, he didn't like that. That second year, that man gave my cousin 6 months of her bills to pay. 6 months. He said, because we don't never see each other. How we going to get to know each other? 6 months. He paid her bills up for 6 months. And it ended up like 3-4 months during the summer. But he gave her that extra. It's not about the money. It's never about the money. It's about the relationship. He showed, that's what he did to say, I want to have a relationship with you, or I want to try. Because Jay's like, I got to work, I got my second job, I ain't got time. I mean, we can talk on the phone once in a while, but he didn't like that. But that's what he did to show her that he wanted to have a relationship with her. It's never about the money, but it is always about the relationship. I think money is just an added bonus. And every person is on a different schedule and level of money. It may be where a man pays 6 months of Jackie bills. Mama Jones, she taking care of her life, to be honest. It may be a man on that level. It may be a man for us. He work a regular job, as they say. He work a regular job, but that joker faithful. He dedicated. On the weekend, he's there washing cars, cleaning things, spending time watching movies. And pay attention to the kind of movies men watch with you, especially if you're the kind of person who like, like chick movies, Lifetime movies, romance novels, and things like that. If he watching and say, well, come on, let's cuddle on this chair. Pay attention to that. Those things mean something. Y'all go out. He may not be able to buy you $1,000 purse or $5,000 purse, but you may want a little pair of shoes. You may want, a little costume jewelry, and that's his level. That's okay. Love him at the level he's on, so he can love you on the level that you're on genuinely, and y'all grow together. Don't base it off of everything that he has. If you feel like he should be doing more, pour more of that into him. Invest in him. Challenge him with his job or his career, his education. Challenge him in a loving, respectable way. And guess what? He's going to pour it right back into you. He's going to pour it right back into you. But don't just challenge him and your behind be lazy either. You need to be working as well. You need to be working. If you expect for a man to work 2 jobs and make all this money, your ass need to be doing some of that stuff as well. So don't challenge him because you wanted to spend up his money. You challenge him and you feel that that's a man that you meant to have your future with. And come up with some life goals. So don't come just because you want to be money hungry, because it's not about the money. It's about the relationship. It's about the relationship. Yep. Well, ladies, that's it. I'm going to get on in here. I guess I'm going to do some more of these videos, Lord. And record some more of these videos. I hope that this has been helpful. Oh, yeah, one more thing I want to close this out with. I'm talking about relationships and money and stuff. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? Don't judge a book by its cover. And then when you see a woman and her husband, or a woman and her boyfriend together, they look good, they got these nice clothes and shoes and hair on, nice rings and stuff, you don't know the process of their life that God took them through to get where they are. Just look at them and say, God, if you did that for them, I know you got something for me. I know you have someone good for me. Don't say if you did it for them, you would do it for me. Leave it open, because God may want to take you higher than them sooner. Leave it open. But let the Spirit of the Lord put you on the right path and direct you and order your footsteps with you and your companion. Until you get him, you just keep working on your identity and who you are as a woman. And he'll see you. He'll notice you. He may even retire you. Like Miss Jones. Anyway, he may even retire you. Because he wants you to travel with your grandkids. So that's what you love to do, because they got 2 grands. But it's a process to that. Just don't look at people and think, oh, they got it easy. Oh, they got it good. You may just have run across them in the season of their life that it's gotten better for them. Everybody go through trials, troubles, and tribulations. It's a part of life. And I think it's the prerequisites of having a good life. And when you get to the good life, it's not about the things. It's about the people that you have in and around your life. Genuine people. So just do not forget that. Have your own identity. Don't put expectations on a man that you don't have in your own doggone life. Peace and blessing. Great day, ladies. I hope this helps. Happy Monday. Namaste. I enjoyed chatting with y'all today. Namaste.